Hello? My goal is to have a better live stream than Amberlyn Reed, and I think I failed on that so far. I don't even know if anybody's around. Well, hello, if you catch this at any point. My name is Karen. This is so crazy. Oh man, I have not up let me start that again. I've not live streamed in 3 years, so this is going to be something else. I had to relearn OBS, and as you can tell, still don't know what I'm doing, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll figure it out together. I'm just here to have a good time because, we're not really an Easter celebrating family over here. I know not everybody celebrates Easter, but if you do, happy Easter to you. Happy Passover. Happy upcoming Orthodox Easter. I think that's next weekend, right? But yeah, if you just want some place to hang out and not deal with any Easter vibes, come hang out with me. I'm just gonna watch like some house tours and look at some homes and cry over the fact that I'll never be able to afford them. I hope this is live. Should be public. Wouldn't that suck if it's not? Ah! Apparently I have two viewers. Well, hello, viewers. You're probably like, what the hell is this? Also, I don't know. Oh man, the last time I live streamed as well, I constantly had issues and crashed and just, yeah, we'll see how this goes. But until then, let's have some fun, shall we? So, what am I doing here? Let's see here. I don't know if you have ever seen this Instagram for the love of old houses. I am obsessed with it. I I love the fact that like most of the time people don't know how to design. And I've clearly not seen most of these. But like look at this. Okay. We got Florence, Alabama. $549,500. What is this? You can go through, it gives you all the information. I believe these homes are for sale. That's the best part. 549,000. I will never be able to afford though. All right. Let's see what we look like. Ooh, actually, I really like what they did there. I like that color. Not the deer head though. Not a fan of that. A bit traumatized growing up because my family is a hunting family and we've had some of those. Let's see here. Oh, this is circa 1945, 2,637 square feet, four bedroom, 2.5 baths, zero point 0.5 acres, all for 549, 500. Are you out of your mind? Oh, that's bland. That's very bland. I'm so judgmental. What can I say? Dun, 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 dun. We could use some curtains here. I mean, I know it's for show, but still. Hold on. Can we get more of the let's see there. There we go. There we go. Let's show a bit, just a bit more. I don't know how I feel about white kitchens. It's not the worst though. I'm not gonna lie. I think because we have the beams here, I do like the beams. I'd rather they be natural wood. This is, what is that, brick? Is that brick? That's different. Okay, I can't fully hate on this. Maybe I can hate on that. Why does this marble, that looks like fake marble. Mm, don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, it's definitely too white for me. Ooh, a natural wood beam. I love that. Check out my live stream. How are we doing? Not well. Okay, we got some brick here with very old fireplace. That's actually really cute. Too much weight again, but there are some pops of color. I feel like Caroline Winkler right now. I think she would approve of that rug. I'm a fan of that. You've got natural wood tones in there and modern air conditioning unit. Bland. Oh, what is? Oh, I've never seen gray subway tiles. Y'all, why? Why? This is actually kind of cute. Okay, okay. I feel like I would go with the darker wood stain though. All right, the Alabama home. I can't hate you too much. I want to see this one though. This is New Orleans, $355,000. I wouldn't say I'm a purple girly, but hey, if you're in New Orleans, you got to have a colorful home, right? So let's check this out. This is circa 1923. It looks like it. 2,100 square feet, four bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 0.07 acres. $350,000. What a steal! They did something with this. This feels like a bachelor pad. I don't know. I do like this couch though. The red curtains, we got your primary colors, just oh, there's some yellow there. Okay, we got them all in. Choices. Choices were made in this one. But you know what? It's personality, so I can't hate too much. Ooh, interesting. Very old-timey, except for that up there. Interesting. Okay. I do like the colors of the wall and the fact that they painted the ceiling. I don't know. I've turned into that person that when I look at a room and they paint the walls but not the ceiling, it just feels incomplete to me now. Okay, okay. This feels very 1990s, early 2000s with those countertops, though. I don't know what I would get with a countertop. Like if I would buy this place, I would change that countertop. Um, this doesn't feel like it matches. What is that? Like a chocolate brown island? It's like mismatched, and then again, too much white doesn't really go with the color of the walls. I feel like it's just contrasting too much. There's potential here, but oh, I don't know. Also, this random vent just hanging above the ceiling. I would be terrified that thing would fall on me. No. Oh, speaking of not completing the ceilings, I don't know, but it's an interesting choice with the black. Okay, I do like this bedspread. I'm a fan of that gold color. I swear we had something like this in the 90s in my household somewhere. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Again, I'm just going with Bachelor Pad on this. I don't okay, maybe not so much, but who knows? I don't know these people's lives. This feels makeshift. This is like something I did in like my apartments when I needed a cheap fix and you couldn't go too crazy with the stuff that you put in your apartment because, if you moved out, you had to fill in the holes and whatnot. That's very incomplete. Don't like that. This is something. Okay. I see little peaks of color there though. Like that looks like one of the lockers, the red. Okay, okay. I guess this is the office, so not too much going on in terms of style and interior design. But it's something fun, it's something cute, kitschy, and just 'cause. Okay. Whoa. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Somebody must be a fan of The Devil Wears Prada. And they said, cerulean? Yes, I will take all of that. How much cerulean do you want? Yes, all of it, please. What? Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I also don't even know if I'm being heard right now because I don't have a microphone anymore. I'm just using my laptop audio. So if it stinks, I apologize. But again, I'm just here on my own. I have to entertain myself. I've done that my entire life. It's not so fun, guys. It's not so fun. Okay, we got some kitsch going on. Interesting ideas. It's too spread out. I don't know. I love a gallery wall. I just love a gallery wall too much. That's my dream. I just want like a Victorian style home. Do like crazy gallery wall that like goes down the staircase. That would be fun. Not my personal taste. I don't know if these are red or like an orange red, burnt orange, something like that, but it does go. It does go. It like it blends. It's not too harsh for the eyes. So I give them props on that. Is this the same house or do they have two different kitchens? I just realized. Wait, what's the kitchen down here? I'm confused. I'm so confused. This is not a big place, and yet there's two kitchens? Or did they just turn a room into another kitchen? Is this like two homes in one? What is happening right now? I'm confused. Wait, like I'm not imagining, right? It's like, is this two different homes? Come back, come back. There's that. Oh God, is this an Airbnb? Oh, it is. So you're basically getting like two mini homes in one. And wait, so you get both of them? Do you get both of them? Well, yeah, right? Because that's what this, I think my brain just short circuited. Hank, why wouldn't you just like, oh, they're definitely using this for an Airbnb. Boo, boo. Because I would take down that wall and combine everything. Let's see. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Martin, Tennessee with a $550,000. Oh, that's a nice home. Look at the spindles here. I forget what they're called, but you know, if you're a house person, you know what this is. So this is circa 1895, 3,479 square feet, three bedrooms, two baths for 50,000. I am being so annoying right now, but again, if I have to entertain myself because nobody's here, then I shall. Shall. This, okay, not gonna lie, this eats. This, okay, but also wait, is this part of the staircase on the floor? What's should that be in your model photo? Wait a second. Wait, what is that? Oh, yes. What is that? I don't even know. Oh man, hold on. You're just like, don't mind us. Don't look at that. Avoid this mess, right? Could you imagine walking into an open house? No, nothing to see here. Don't worry. The staircase is sturdy, I promise you. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I don't know about this. I suddenly have questions. Okay. Moving on, but I do like this. Not my color palette, but you know what? I am a person who's starting to appreciate natural wood, especially dark wood. I was always against it. I don't know what was wrong with me. Oh, okay. So this is where white works for me. Because look at the different colors. Fireplace. I love the green. That's very like 1920s. The dark woods. Oh, look at the shutters. Okay, I like this. That's a different kind of chandelier. I've not seen something like that. I might change out the paintings and do more with that. But otherwise, this is ooh, okay, okay. Who wants to give me $550,000 so I can buy this place? Do I actually want to live in Tennessee though? No, no, I do not. Pretty. Oh, I that's something that I would like, but it all depends on like, if I ever had a place, which is never going to happen. I shouldn't say that though. Knock on wood. Maybe one day I'll have my own place. Maybe, maybe. I would love a chandelier like that, but it would have to depend on everything else. I have to really think about the space and what I want. By the way, I don't know if anybody's in here. Let me double check. I'm gonna pause and just double check how we're doing. We've got one viewer, maybe hello, and then I probably just scared you away, but that's okay. I just had to double check. I'm like, anybody there? Knock, knock. It's okay. It's okay. Again, I may have had older siblings, but I might as well have been an only child. I had to entertain myself for my entire life. Okay. Keep moving on. I do like this dining table. I feel like a few seances have happened there. Very nice, very antique, very vintage. This is interesting. Very interesting. So we're going with a lot of dark woods. We're going with some black highlights, accents. Ooh, there's another nice fireplace. Ooh. This place, like, it definitely embraces the fact that it's an 1895 home. It leads into it instead of making it look like, bland modern where everything is beige. Wow. Oh, oh, wow. Wow. This is so different. I actually think I like it. I don't know. I'm weird about kitchens and especially kitchen cabinets. I feel like I like the shaker style the most. But if you can sell me on something like this, where, like, if you just look at the bottom, why am I doing that like you can see me? If you just focus on the bottom, I think that my family, like in one of our homes, had something like that, right? But then you look at the top, and this is totally ADH friendly where you can see through the glass. I like that. And it's very much like vintage. Oh, you have the railing up top so you can put, you have your cat plates, put those up there. We even got like hooks up there. You should put it there. There's so much to look at. The only thing I don't like, well, there's a few things. The white microwave, I don't like the backsplash with the white and because look at this. This is a nice flooring. I like this tile flooring. And then we got the blue. I mean, I guess for what they were going through, like this curtain here, that works, but I would change out the appliances. Different type of table. I don't know what the full space looks like, but that was a tiny table. I don't know what that's doing there. Wait a minute, hold on. Are these all outlets? One, two, three. I guess it's. Tell me that the cabinets light up. Oh, I love that sort of thing. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very friendly. This is very different. Ooh, I don't want to say it's Art Deco, but just a unique style there. I am digging this place. I'm not gonna lie. All right, I'm marking out for this one. This is on my list, man. This is okay. Okay, they stopped trying here. I don't know what's happening, but I think that's cobalt blue over there with the fireplace. I really like that. You could do something with that in the room. I would take these rugs out and do something that is more so with the blue than the red. Too much red for me. You got the door. Is that the front door? And then just a random, what is that, a powder room over there? It's a little tucked in the corner, a little something something, a little sneaky surprise. Like bam! As soon as you enter, gotta use the bathroom. There you go. Oh, can you tell like I'm an vintage old school girl? This I like. And even if it's mostly white, I like this. So this is what is this? The beadboard going around? And then you got the dark brown railing, the dark brown accents. You got the tub, the porcelain tub. I just want a giant porcelain tub. Could you imagine? Can't afford a home or anything that, but I'll get a giant porcelain tub. Where would I put it? I have no idea. Maybe that'll be my home. I'll just like, with the monkeys when they're going around on the bed. That'll be me. I'll put wheels on the porcelain tub. Go around town. I don't know. Oh, I'm just spitballing here. Okay. I like this. I like this a lot. It also reminds me of like a restaurant powder room, but I do like it, honestly. Can't lie. Wow. Okay. Wow. This is very much like late 1800s type of bedroom. We got the four poster, and then you got the crocheted. Is that crocheted? Wow. Or macrame. I never remember the difference. Yeah, the shutters back there. You kind of feel like you're in New Orleans. This may be a Tennessee home, but like this reminds me of New Orleans. Very nice. You might have some, hot vampires outside of your window. Never know. It looks like they have some original glass back there, stained glass behind that curtain. I would showcase that more, but I guess for lighting purposes and taking a photo, they had to close it. Whatever that bedding is, it doesn't matter. I don't like it. Too much red. Again, with the wood and then the red accents, the red carpet, the rug. Yeah, too much red. I would change that out for a different color, but that has potential. This is very nice. This should be a museum. Watch it be a museum. It's like this is what you're owning actually. But for $550,000, that's nice. This is the most modern room so far in terms of that beige wall. I don't like that. I guess this would be like their guest room. They don't give a crap. They're like, here, you stay here. It has a very nice fireplace right here that could lead into. I really like French style, French Rococo, like anything from the 1700s, 1800s. I'm a bit obsessed with that. There is no home in the US that I think would fit into that style, but we make it work, right? I do like this kind of bed though. I got the gold. Oh, okay, okay. I don't can't see what that's there. Oh wait, hold on. Let me go back. Oh, that's a nice yard. Okay. It's like a pendant light. Maybe. I don't know. That's something I have to see in person. This is very nice. The potential out here. What that would be, I don't know. I'm not that creative. Get a nice garden here. There's a lot going on. I'm impressed. Okay, okay. Any more? I can see. No, no, absolutely not. I refuse. I refuse to look at that. Phoenix, $2,750,000. Stop. Stop it right now. I can't. I'm gonna look for the ones that, like, if I would live there, what kind of home would I like to live in? But again, for the love of old houses, I highly recommend this Instagram account. I am obsessed with it. Ooh, this is very Frank Lloyd. Right. Very interesting. $450,000 in Texas though. Huh. Let's see. I don't know. Ooh, Bristol, Virginia for $462,500. I'm tempted to look at the oh wait, no, I saw the Philadelphia one. It's a huge disappointment. Let's go with Virginia. We've got circa 1904. It definitely looks like it with that yellow. Hello. 3,692 square feet, three bedrooms, three baths, zero point 0.5 acres. If that's your like your backdrop in Virginia, if that's the city, interesting. It really sticks out like a sore thumb, especially with the yellow. I like the yellow, but I don't know how I feel about it as exterior. And I do love Victorian houses. I do love when they're colorful, but I tend to lean towards the purples and the green colors more than like that. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see here. Ah, ah, huh. So you go with the yellow, and then the underside of your porch is this teal seafoam green color. Hmm. Oh, look at next door. That needs some work right there. Okay, so I have a feeling this one might not be in great shape. We've got some cracks here with column. It's a very interesting door. It's a double door, very nice, very fancy for that amount of money. Okay, let's see what the inside looks like. Wow, that's a lot of yellow and wood tones that match it. Too matchy-matchy for me to the point that like the yellow fades and looks more brown because the wood and the paint are too similar. I'm actually into something like this. You know, be a nice little bench, put on your shoes, especially as you get older, because let me tell you, who knew that putting on shoes would become a struggle the older that you get? Radiator there, very fancy looking. Okay, yeah, too much similarity happening here. This also reminds me, okay, second time mentioning her, Caroline Winkler's place, her townhouse. Wait a second, did they put Christmas lights up the banister? Okay. You know what? Give yourself that whimsy. Okay, this family really likes yellow. The yellow, I do like that. My dream couch would be more so green. Interesting color with the walls. If this was French style, like French Rococo, 100% behind that wall color. I love that. But with the brown, the brown, it's wood, but still brown. It's still brown. Oh no, but it's bright. Very interesting. I do like that fireplace though. That would be something where old me would have been tempted to change it, but new me, I'm a new woman. I don't know. My taste in homes and interior design and decorating has changed so much over the years, which is very interesting. I don't know. I guess it's because I've been exposed to more and have learned to appreciate, those from the past. I definitely would have changed this, but I think I could work with this. I think I would do different colors though. That's the only thing. Maybe I would make it darker, like some sort of green. I would go with green. I think green would look well with this type of wood. Unfortunately, I couldn't tell you the type of wood. If you know, let me know. I do like that stained glass right there. And then what is the blue curtains? Yeah, just a bit too much, a bit too bright. I would go with cozy. Laura, hello! Oh, don't worry about that. Again, I'm just here entertaining myself, but thank you for being here. Get some sleep, darling. But thank you. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you could stop by. All right. I got one comment. Yes. By the way. Listen, it's the little things at life that get you excited. What can I say? Sorry I didn't see that comment sooner, Laura. I just got so zoned into this. What can I say? I just love interior design. I'm very passionate. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm very passionate. All right. Interesting, interesting. Oh, that's very wicked right there. It also reminds me of the Harry Potter movies when they go through the chimney. Not you know what I'm talking about. That thing, yeah, that same type of tile. Not my type of color. I feel like I would move this up higher. I don't know, but I understand you want to highlight the wood there. I don't know. Gray, not a fan of that. We'll get a different rug, but there's potential here. There's potential. Listen, this is the place that has some really cool fireplaces. Speaking of, OMG, what are you? Nine just, I wish I could be sold on this type of color, but I can't. I just can't. But you know what? If that's your taste, I respect it. It's just not for me. I don't know, man. I feel like I would want more like darker tones in here. Just because Victorians, like when you went into a Victorian home, it was like dark all over the place. Also, I don't think everybody had electricity at that point. Gas lamps. It's very dark, cozy. What else we got? And then, I mean, I did just say I like a shaker kitchen, but this is very modern compared to everything else. Very interesting. Very interesting. I don't know if you've ever seen the refrigerators where it's built into like the pantry, so it's like a wall of the pantry, and then you open a door and it's your refrigerator, so everything blends in. I prefer that than your refrigerator sticking out because everybody's getting the stainless steel. I don't think I'm a fan of the stainless steel just being like that also because fingerprints, I notice on ours, fingerprints are always all over the place and it kind of drives me batty. I do like this color. I do like it with the brick, but in the style of home, not with that flooring though. Don't like that flooring. Potential there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm acting like I'm gonna buy this place. Oh, okay. We are just like right out of the 20s, maybe early 30s there. This has personality right here. Hello. I like the peacock photo right there. I feel like that is the vibe that's going on. Wall. We got this color here that's just similar to the undercarriage of the porch, but it looks nice here. I don't know about the ceiling color though. Is that gray? It just looks like Gravel? Not gravel. What's it's just not stone. Looks like rock. There we go. It's rock. It looks like rock. Like you could go rock climbing on that ceiling. Then we got this. I like this. Oh, peacock covering for the fireplace. That's so cute. Okay, I see the potential with this one. All right, all right. Oh, porcelain tub. I love you. Ooh, different. That feels Art Deco to me, like this is a 1920s inspired bathroom. Look at that chandelier. I love that. A chandelier in a bathroom. Why not? The color of the walls here, I could do. I think I would bring it up to the ceiling though. That's a different type of tile that I'm used to. I think it would work though. Yeah, I could make that work instead of like the checker one. I could do that. Right. Oh, more color. Oh, oh, that's stucco ceiling. I do not like it at all, but interesting color, green. I tend to go with like the lighter greens, the paler colors or a dark color, nothing too bold. I mean, can you tell by that? Also, she's hidden. There is a dog on that bed, FYI. Gracie is here sleeping. And at some point she's gonna get DINNR and I gotta get her out. We got fireplace there. Hmm. I don't know, man. I would make a bid on this place if I could. If I could. I do like that. All right. That's enough. By the way, I just realized you didn't see anything that I just looked at, did you? Can you tell that I'm rusty? Again, it's been 3 years. We're live, folks. We're live. What can I say? All right. I do want to check out some things. We'll see if this works. But one of my favorite YouTube channels is Homeworthy. So you've got the Homeworthy channel, you've got Architect Digest, and the HGTV Home. I've not watched this video. It's just because I've set it up. This is the most recent video, and I want to watch it. This Paris apartment is a treasure trove of antique finds. Let's see what it is, shall we? Hopefully, the sound works. I mean, nobody's really here right now, so if it doesn't, I will have no way of knowing, will I?
Hi, Homeworthy. I'm Mariam. How are you? I want you to please welcoming in my place in Paris. Please come in.
Please, come in. Oh,
Perched high above the rooftops of Paris is a home that feels like
also,
a
I
world of
hope
its own.
that I don't get
Intimate,
flagged for this,
unexpected,
but
and
it's a
full of
own YouTube
imagination.
video.
Today we're stepping
We'll
inside the home of
see.
Mariam Maktavi, an interior
Ooh,
architect, stylist, and designer whose work
see, this is
blurs the
what I need in
line
life. Can
between
I
art
be an
and
architect,
everyday
interior
living. Born
architect?
in Tehran and
See,
raised
it's
in
stuff like
Paris, where her
this.
father
How do they
served as
do
the
it?
Iranian ambassador, Mariam grew up surrounded by
Like,
culture,
how do
beauty,
they
and a
do this
global
stuff?
point of
This is
view,
what I want to
something that
learn.
continues to shape her work
See the
today.
colors?
Everything
Like
is
the
a
grades of
story.
it, like
Voilà.
that
Her
I could
world
do.
is where haute couture meets interiors and where every object has a
Like, I
voice.
can't
This
afford this.
painting, you
This
see,
is just not
this
fair.
beautiful woman. This is my grandmother. Not my grandmother, which was like my mother. I mean, I loved her. Mommy Zuzu, voilà. Hello, Mommy Zuzu. We're shooting you. Are you nice? Mwah.
To watch her home tour ad-free.
I'm so glad I put the captions up because I did not think she said we are shooting you. I thought she said something else that starts with an SH. I'm so, I'm so sorry. Oh, this is cool. Okay, okay,
Scan the
continue.
QR code on screen or visit homeworthyplus.com.
That's a nice brand. I like that. I like that. That's why I like watching these, not only to live vicariously through them because I can't afford stuff, And I could
You're
never,
watching
I
Homeworthy, where
can't see
we
myself ever
believe
having a place
every
like this.
home
That's
has
my
a
dream.
story.
My name is Mariam
But like I get
Mahtadi, and I live
inspiration
in
from these
Paris.
people
I'm like the
because
Sex and the
that's
City
talent right
Parisian
there.
one, you know. I mean, yes, something like this. And we are in Rue Royale. I'm an architect and designer too. This is my showroom, my studio of creation, and my living there because to feel things and to.
Wait, hold on. Is this wallpaper? Are you kidding me? That's wallpaper. Look, so you got this wallpaper, right? Wallpaper of trees. Then you've got a plaid. You've got a tan plaid with the black and the white tartan. And then you've got the red and black tartan plaid chair right there. And then you've got your vanity. Look at this. And then we got some green. That is an awesome lamp. Oh man, I'm obsessed with that. And then it looks like underneath, so you've got the wallpaper on top and the bottom. A little, I don't know if you can see that. It's like green. How do they do that? How do they do that? I guess that's what they call color
It,
theory.
you have to live it, and the emotion is very important. You know, it has to be very sexy. Everything has to be
Ooh,
very
ooh,
sexy. You know,
ooh.
and you have to feel it. Begin, you know, first of all, you know, I begin, you know, in the
My head
fashion
is
because I did a school. I
exploding.
did actually I did a school which is the name is S-Mode. So I'm a stylist modelist. So that's why. And then I did the l'école de Louvre. I was specialized, you know, to do, you know, all the portraits for the Louvre, you know, to do the eyes of the portrait, I mean, perfection, you know. My
Get that out
creativity,
of
I
there.
think, first of all, it's my nature. I mean,
Look at
of
all these
course, my
antiques.
style is first
Oh,
of the
that's that
thing,
grin that's like
the transmission,
the green that was
okay, the
constantly used in
culture,
the early
mix and
1900s,
match of
20s.
everything,
That's kind of
decadent,
dangerous, right?
very rock, aristocratic, and with a lot of provocation. It's emotional. I mean, it's something you have on you or you don't have, you know. I mean, of course, maybe if, you know, I didn't have the life. My father, he was the ambassador, you know, in 75 from Iran
Oh,
to Paris with
daughter of
Giscard
an
d'Estaing, with
ambassador.
Monsieur Chirac. I mean, so I had a very special life.
Daughter of
I
a
know
real
the
estate
privilege I
person.
have, you know. Of course,
We
this
are
is the
not the
place.
same. I
It was
think
les
also my dad was
appartements
the
de
only
Marie
real
Antoinette.
estate person that
That,
didn't
you
make
know,
a lot of
after that,
money.
I have to be very careful
I
because I
found
have
out
a
from
dog
a
which is a
I found out from a coworker of mine. He was telling me that my dad's job, they were all rich. He's from Colorado. And he's like, yeah, out in Colorado, all those people make lots and lots of money. They have these huge houses. And I went, yeah, my dad had to file for bankruptcy because we didn't have a lot of money and he wasn't making a lot of money. And then he died with like $2 to his name. We don't know. There's no money. Okay. And this is why I struggle. This is why I struggle with money.
dog, and his name is Mops, and it was the name of the pug of Marie Antoinette, and then she was dead in La Concorde. So I don't know. I mean, something's going on, you know. So, and the place is, and the 8
I just
Rue
realized,
Royale,
hold on.
everything is very important because the 8, say, you know, c'est l'éternité, the eternity, Rue
Sorry,
Royale,
Queen, your face
because
is
for us, for me, it's about all my projects I do, everything, even, you know, the place,
I'm
when
gonna
it's my
fix this.
showroom, everything is very important. The number, the place, the street, everything is like my, you know, my,
There we go.
to do my project. Everything is about the thematic of everything I do.
He's so pretty. Like so many colors that somehow just go together that don't seem like they
This
would.
is the introduction, l'introduction of the project we're coming
Are
in
these
the
all
top of
real?
the hill, okay? So you have a garden, of course you're coming on the, you know, on the sky, and you have, you know, all the plants, you know, I do. It's not only got just, you know, to put, you know.
That's one thing I don't have. Like you can see, I feel like this room could use some plants to give it some life because it's very bare. Ugh. I tried. I was supposed to do a wall gallery above my bed, and I stopped at one portrait, which is a nice portrait. I won it at an art auction. Not a lot of money. I was impressed. And then I realized, oh, I got to get this home somehow because I bought it from an auction in Miami. Thankfully for me, shout out to my friend Cindy. She lives right by Miami, so she picked it up and she shipped it for me. Oh my God. Lesson learned, when you do an online auction, look at where they're located. You need to pick up the item. That was my first auction too, so what can I say? It was kind of crazy. I didn't know what I was doing, but lesson learned.
Trees or something.
And
No,
that's all to say,
everything
man,
is
I would like some
graphic,
plants in
everything
this room,
is
but I
in
don't think I'd
wood
be able to keep them
with the
alive.
raffia, with always, with the very artisanal things, and which is done, with the tissue,
She looks so
very
cute.
old tissue, Persian tissue, with with the raffia like this, with like,
Persian
with
tissue,
the
what?
carpet, like this, always with the, with the pearl like this, and everything is mise en scène, like to do exactly for the introducing of the thematic of the project, and all this
Oh,
exactly
she's
the same.
theatrical.
It's
Okay.
always, on the floor, on the windows. You have, it's very old. It's like 18th siècle, with all the things like raffia, with all the pearls and coquillage, the shell, and you have all the cushion.
Not
This is
my
the velvet,
style,
so it's very
but
Marie
I'm so
Antoinette. Okay,
fascinated
this is
by
the
it. Like it
luxury.
looks really
This is the
cool.
very old tissue Persian. Look, always, of course, about glamour. Between this, you have artisanal things too, very old, like the nomad things. So you coming in the nomad. This is my portrait. I'm a woman. I'm a cat woman. Okay, d'accord? A panther. And this is a painting of a very
I think she's my new favorite person. I'm telling you, this channel is a gold mine for eccentric people, homeworthy men. They're almost at 1 million subscribers too. I think I started following them a couple of years ago, and I think they were like 200,000, 300,000. So good on them.
big artist, which is Delphine Perlstein, and which is she's doing, my portrait. It was her, of course, her energy about me, what she's seeing about me. She's a very big artist, Delphine Perlstein. And so she thinks that I'm a woman, cat woman, like a panther, and I'm a
You
princess.
are a
Voilà. I
coward.
mean, this is her vision, which is true, exactly, of course. Even the
The
flooring is very
irony. Hold on,
important.
stop.
So this is my collaboration with Codimat,
Stop.
which is a Rolls Royce of the carpet, of course.
Stop. Okay. I don't know why that didn't work. Spacebar. Stop. No, it doesn't want to work. Okay, so the irony of her saying that her friend thought she looked like a catman. I don't know how old you are if you end watching this, but back in the 80s, in all the tabloids, they would do stories on a woman who wouldn't stop getting plastic surgery, and she was known as the Catwoman because her face turned into her looking like a cat. Honestly, if you've seen uh, the Hunger Games Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, Tigress, President Snow's sister, the way she looks, like that's how that woman looked in the 80s. And plastic surgery was still like really, really taboo back then because it was so easy to get botched. Now they've been doing it for decades at this point that getting plastic surgery looks normal. But I'm not gonna lie. She looks like the cat woman, the cat lady, without all of that plastic surgery. If the cat lady had accepted her natural beauty, because she was beautiful. It's like, that's what you would have grown up to be. So I don't know.
And we did
That's
a
a little
collaboration
with pop culture
together with
history
this
for you,
project. And
and
this
also
is the
ironic that her
carpet
friend would
Madeleine
call her cat lady
Castin,
because
which is
to
very
me she does look
famous.
like that
And
woman.
of course, I mean, she's my égérie, of course. And everybody knows about decoration. I mean, culture. They know Madeleine Castin is our god, So I put, all the graphism here, to put everything. Everything is very precise. And so you're of course, you're walking, on the trees, because we have, when you're in the trees and you do picnic, like Marie Antoinette in the Hameau, you are, and, I put, light, like the candles, on the trees. And I put, of course, that with the raffia, which is coming exactly the same of this, and the same all I put, on the plants. And so you have the lighting, you have all the dreaming things. You are coming like a dream, in a garden, in a dream garden,
Dream
Voilà.
garden.
Okay, so I'm
I
going to
dig
tell
that.
you now, talking about my collaboration, for
See
this
how this is
project
dark and
with
cozy? I like
ressources.
that type of
Ressources,
green.
it's, the Rolls Royce
Maybe not
also,
that
for the
exact like
painting, all the
green.
painting, and I did a panel of color, So we have two kind of green. I'm going to show you. And I put, this is a very insolent, it's very rock and roll, and it's very
Two kinds of greens. Also, I love the fact that she previously said she's rock aristocrat. She likes rock and roll. I can see that. But two different types of greens. Clutch my pearls. What?
decadent, it's very provocation. I put all the reference, when you put, casket with Hermes, Gucci, Celine, da 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 da. So I want to
Gucci?
tell you, if you
Did she Gucci as in Gucci, or is Gucci a thing? Is Gucci a thing? I'm so correct. Oh, it actually no, well, no, Washington University's that's not it. Is Gucci like a play on Gucci?
want to copy me, please copy me
Could
good,
could you
okay? So
imagine
you
that
have the
all
reference,
of these
and you go to
decades us
ressources and you
Americans have
say,
been
okay,
saying
I
Gucci
want this
incorrectly?
reference.
It's Gucci.
Like Monsieur
I mean,
Valentino
she's French,
said,
I don't know, but like
copiez-moi,
I've
mais
never heard of that.
copiez-moi bien.
Valentino!
This green, it's
I know
about,
that
because
name.
I went, to the bazaar, because of course, like all the designers, of course, everything is very, we have to go to the, to go outside, to see the artisanat, to see other people, to see the mountains people, everything. This is my kind of work. And I go to the bazaar in Tehran, and I go, I do the panel of the colors with all the spices, le safran, tout ce qui était vert, to all the green. It was all about, when you go to the market, all the fruits, all the spices, everything. So this is that exactly. This is the green, because it was the green of one of these spices. Voilà. Okay, and then, darling, there is, my collaboration with Ananbo, which is the painting, a real painting on the paper.
What?
So it's like exactly, it's like a real painting.
And it's
It's not
framed, and
like,
see how
it's not virtual. So it's a real painting,
the
and this is my
frame like goes up
collaboration with
there.
Ananbo,
It
which is
bends.
also, of course, the Rolls Royce of the wallpaper. It's all about, it's by hand, everything. So you have everything which is oriental, l'Asie, l'Orient, everything. You have the palmier,
Ugh.
you have the,
Okay.
bananier. So it's always, about this woman which is always traveling and always very spiritual, very nomad, very
It is very
hippie.
pretty, I'm not gonna
And
lie. I
voilà.
like
So
that.
of course I always paint,
It would definitely fit into
always.
a retirement home in
The flooring
Florida.
and the wall and everything, because like this you don't have any
I would
notion
definitely go with the
about,
Golden Girls
about
house.
where is the floor and where is, oh my god, it's very, oh my god, I feel very small. So you don't know where you are. So it's very special. It's like, like you're in a bubble, okay? And the flooring here is a collaboration with Codimat, steel Codimat, and I wanted
Ooh,
something very
okay.
black and white, and to come, and very graphic, and it's like, and the carpet, it's like a gilim, so it's always on a position, and the same story of the, of the justement, of the IGA, of the traveling, of everything. But the graphic is very modern. Voilà. Okay. So now it's like a boudoir. So you have the chaise, you have the seat of Emmanuel, very old one, and you have two chairs from 18th. You have a mirror. The round
Oh,
with
that's
the,
her
of
boudoir.
this.
Cool.
Everything is very precise. Everything. It's
Those
nothing.
chairs never would have
Everything.
thought
It's somewhere because
that
it
color
has
in
to
there
be
with
in
all
this
that
place.
green,
And you
but it
change
works.
1 millimeter, it's not the same story. You have to know that.
Again, the theme of
Everything is like
this
this.
live stream is
And the
that I
graphics
have
of this with
no
the
sense of
wall,
color
I
theory or
need two
creativity when it
women,
comes to
like
homes.
two
But that's
Marie
the dream. That's
Antoinette,
what I want
and
to do.
something round,
I want my
which
own
is very
home and
sexy
to
because
decorate it, make
everything
it look
when it's
pretty
round,
and
when it's very,
so
it's like the, the
I
come on
lost my train of thought.
the woman things, were like,
No.
very very sexy things, and that one, and they're talking with Emmanuel, it's like, at the end of it, say, uh, all the place, all the furniture, they are themselves. You have the, it's like a movie. The all the furniture, they are the actors. they are animated. You know what I mean? For me, this is the Don Carlos because he's very strong. He's very strong,
This
and
woman has
this is her
stories.
two
She has
two
things to
love. I
say.
mean, two
I
maybe
want
two
to be like her
geisha
when I
or
grow
something
up.
like this.
Damn.
Les deux Marie
I guess that
Antoinette.
would involve
They're very,
living with them.
it's with silk, and that one is Don Carlos. Something like this, and with the mirror, everything is voila. And there you have all the boxes, of course, always about the traveling, always about the nomade, cette femme qui est voyageuse, woman which is traveling always,
All
and
right,
there are
chat.
very, very
I'm
old
going to disappear
18
for a bit
boxes,
because I got to get my
and we
dog
put, look
out of my
at this,
room
it's
so she can
gorgeous,
go eat
absolutely
her
beautiful
dinner
with the
BRB.
dolls, interior with the velvet, voilà, with the velvet, you see, with the velvet, and it was all the thing, c'était des offrandes, it was the, what you offer, when we're traveling, with all your life on the horses, and it was all the, offering, the boxes with the jewelry inside, da 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 da. It's all about cette femme, this woman which is nomad. In Marie Antoinette, modern Marie Antoinette, but always with the transmission, with before, I mean, with the culture, with the history. Of course, we're all coming from something, from some history, everybody different. But I mean, I wanted, to make it lively, voilà, to understand that we're coming from who, and you have always, like teasing, like Hitchcock, where he's everywhere, you see in all these pictures, all this movie. I'm always something, this is me, this is
Miss Gracie was like, "How dare you interrupt me from my slumber?" But she was cooperative in leaving. Thankfully, but now she's staring at my door like, "Wait, why'd you kick me out?" "Girl, 'cause you came to dinner time in a couple minutes. And if I have you locked in here, it's gonna be chaos." I mean, she's not locked in here, the door is closed, but yeah, no. Dinner time is very important to a black lab. She needs her food at all times.
all my boxes. I'm always somewhere and animated, in one of the furniture.
I just love this music.
Okay, and now, I'm going to show you my favorite place, my powder room. But you know
Powder
what?
room.
I love this hibou because I love the hibou, this
Ooh.
tapisserie,
Oh, that's really
Loussa,
cool.
which is absolutely gorgeous.
That
And
is a
of
cool
course,
tapestry.
the dimension, everything, it's beautiful. And of course, you can imagine it's all about the forest. It's all about, very sexy. So I love it. Hello, darling. Come in. Alex, so come with me in my powder room. Okay, my powder room. First of all, I show you the hibou here. And this is the hibou too, tapisserie from,
He
excusez-moi,
likes owls, I
c'est
think.
Bernard
Just a
Buffet.
guess.
Donc voilà, donc I mean everybody knows. I mean, but the Bernard Buffet, this is the introduction of my powder room. Come, welcoming in my powder room. This
Ooh,
is my
very French with
favorite
that
place. And so
window.
I
That
put,
is such
the
a French window.
wallpaper always, on the wall and everything. And you're coming in a forest, so you have
I
all
do,
the
again,
things you
like that
need.
dark,
I mean, it's a
cozy
living
vibe. I
place,
would
That's
not
why I
mind that
love
for a
the
powder room,
powder room
honestly.
because, of course, you're making your makeup. You have a cup of champagne. You can have your coffee in the morning when you are doing. I'm doing my makeup in the morning. I do everything. And here you have, of course, you have une coiffeuse. I don't know, a 18e too, and which I have all my secrets in it. I can put it it can be like a bar, as I
Secrets.
told you for IKEA. It can be like a bar. It can be like a coiffeuse. It can be
Secret,
like
secret.
you
I
like
can be a
everything you
secret.
want, everything like a secret place because there's a lot of tiroirs, secret place,
Oh, I love
and
that.
then you have
Oh, that
all
mirror.
my
Ah.
perfumes,
Oh, that
150
was so
all my collection of
pretty.
perfumes, and I have box also too, and and I'm changing, my shoes. I mean, everything is, it's me. I mean, c'est parfum de femme. It's very me. I mean, it's the powder room of la Madavie, la pourrie de chic. Voilà.
Yeah, I don't know what she said. Maybe one day I'll learn French. I actually do want to learn French.
Now I'm going to show you my living room because the bedroom, bed is for die. I prefer.
I doubt you can hear it. FYI. If you're newly joining, whether it's, after the live stream or what. I let my dog out so she can be present for when her dinner is ready, and I can hear she's outside my door, and I just heard the loudest sigh. It's so true. By the way, for anybody who has been around and knows about Gracie, it's been a rough month for her. She had a toe amputated last week. She's doing really well. The vet said that everything is looking really good. She got her bandages off a couple days ago. Time is so a couple days ago, yeah, this past Thursday and the week prior is when she had her surgery. So it's been like a week and some change since her surgery. We just have to make sure to keep the it's not infected, affected area as dry as possible. Otherwise, I'll go through the process of the bandages all over again. And, where I live, it's not been nice weather. It's been raining, it's been miserable. So that's been fun. But she's a trooper. It's very strange to look at her paw, like, when I change out everything, because we got a booty on her and a sock to keep dry, especially when she goes outside. But it's oh, it's just crazy. It all happened very quickly, like, in the span of 2 weeks. It went from her limping, we thought it was a splinter, I could not find anything, I kept checking her paw every single day, and then all of a sudden, the limping got worse, we took her to the vet. The vet couldn't find anything and said it was likely a sprain and gave us, anti-inflammatory medication. A week later, this bump appears on the pad of one of her toes. Went back to the vet. She didn't think anything of it too much, gave us antibiotics, and 3 days later, the bump got massive. And I knew something was wrong, so we went back, x-rays, and that's when we found out there's a tumor on like the bone of the toe itself, and the only option was amputation, which really puts you in a shock to go from, oh, oh, it's just a sprain to, she needs her toe amputated. She has a tumor. And it didn't help that my mother was with me and said, they find tumors elsewhere. That is it. We're not letting her suffer like that. I'm like, can we not discuss that right now? I know I'm just kind of venting when we're supposed to be watching house tours, but, I feel like if you know me for a while and you know Gracie, it's worth letting you know what she's been up to, especially if you see her around in the background where she's got that booty on. And you'll wonder like what's going on there. So yeah. Amputated toe. It's a it's been a struggle, but she's doing really well. She is doing really well. I mean, and in the beginning I just wanted to cry every time I saw her because she looked so depressed and miserable, and that was really hard to watch. But yeah. She's doing much better. She's gonna be great. The vet said, like, she's gonna walk like it never happened, and she is. She hates the booty. She hates anything on her paws, which is why we always struggle winter and summertime. She doesn't like wearing anything, but she's cooperating with us, so that's all I can ask for. All right, back to Madame.
Live. So I tell it living room. Okay, come in, darling. Voila, this is
Come on,
my
darling.
special second, very
I'd want to be
intimate
here when I
and
grow up.
sexy place. Can as exactly you can see because everything and all my project and all my inspiration, everything. This is of
That is a
course
small
this is
bedroom, but a box
Paris.
of
Of
get
secret,
it.
darling. This is the place. You can imagine that I'm dreaming.
This
So
is where
I'm
us as
dreaming.
Americans would go, but what about all
I'm
your stuff?
reading.
Where do you put
I do everything. You
too much
cannot
stuff that
imagine.
I like
Okay,
don't even
d'accord.
need?
So voila. It's a space that you can have intimate dinner. You can have intimate dinner. You can have a very intimate conversation. So everything it's about the energy.
Did she
It's
just say she
very
can have
and
intimate
about the
dinner
sex
in her
appeal. It's very
bedroom?
sexy. Everything has to be sexy and everything is sexy. I don't know what you think. And of course there is all my book of my collaboration because
Diva.
I'm
She's a
always
diva.
working.
Love it.
Everywhere it's like a dressing room, and everywhere it's for working and to have inspiration. Now, darling, we're talking about open space. As you see, I mean, this open space, you have a lot of story. It's like a book, okay? It's like a dreaming book. So now, after all this thing, all this traveling, we are coming in this space, which is, of course,
I'm
every.
I'm fascinated by the exposed wood that's everywhere because I can't see like what whole space looks like. It looks like it's very not cramped, but very small and intimate. But then you have structures like this and the way it's attached, and I guess that's the wall there that's curving that it looks like It's exposed wood, like an unfinished wall. That's the best way I can describe it. It's fascinating. I wish we could get a really good look at this space to figure out what that is because I'm just so fascinated by that design.
Meters, it's a new story. So it's exactly like this, you know. It's like the page of a book, okay? So you have this space, which is c'est un, comment, a bridge table 18e. So you can open it, you know, and under 5 minutes you can do very intimate. Just in this space, you can do a dinner, you know, for 4 person. You know what I mean? It's always, everything is
Multi-functioning
moving.
table.
Nothing is, you know, immobile. Everything is moving. Everything can be with my mood
When you
changing.
have a small
So
space, that's
everything
what you
is
do.
thinking like this, okay?
Learn
So
that the
this,
hard
it
way in
can
New
be
York. Never
open,
figured it
and
out.
you have a beautiful table, as of course it used to be a bridge table, but of course this is the play, because I'm a player woman. I love to.
Friends, don't forget to hydrate. Hydration break. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nope, no one else. All by
Play, and everything is like
myself.
about playing, okay? About
Watching
matching, about
home
competition, okay?
interior
And so you have two pairs
videos
of
all by
lamp, which is Janssen, n'est-ce pas?
myself.
And of course the lac, it's so beautiful.
I'm
It's
so
like a,
entertaining.
it's like a painting, and I love. I mean, even the abat-jour, it's like, you know, it's like the hat of Breakfast in Tiffany's with Audrey Hepburn, you know. And so, but
Say
everything
no
has
more.
to match
Say no
together.
more.
We have
More
the
no more.
painting, the lacquer of Janssen. So I prefer, you know, to let it alone, like nude things with only the lamp, you know,
This is
not
really
putting
cool though.
abat-jour, because
That is
it's,
so
you know,
cool.
it's vulgar, okay? Voilà.
It's vulgar.
So, and
What?
this place, I mean, we have this place, we
Lamps are vulgar. She trying to. I don't understand. Like, and I realize I have this video at normal speed, but she talks so quickly, and I don't get it. Ma'am, are you trying to say something about this lighting fixture? What are you trying to say? Don't know.
can, and so you have, of course,
I
it
guess I'll,
matches with Scooby-Doo,
I'll
which is
use my
50s, you know.
imagination.
Always, we always talk about le luxe pauvre. So this is very luxury, okay? And you have, of course, the painting, a big painter. Guys, I have it, you know, in the Sotheby's in London. Don't tell me its signature, but don't ask me everything, because, so. We cannot do, we can do to say every secret, darling. Oh, this painting, you see, this beautiful woman. This is my grandmother, which was
That's what
like my
compliment. It
mother. I
reminds
mean,
me
I
of
loved her. Mommy Zuzu, voilà. Hello, Mommy Zuzu. We're shooting you. Are you nice? Mwah. We're coming in this space, another space, which en fait, you know, it's
Yeah,
like
it kind of
mix
reminds
and
me of
match,
Portrait of
of course,
Madame
of
X.
all the
A little
introduction
bit,
you
but
have, you know,
obviously
in
her
the
back is
beginning,
turned
you
to
know.
us.
It's like, you know, the,
I like
come on,
that.
the feu d'artifice, you know what I mean?
It's
I mean,
distinct
all the
sergeant.
puzzle you have, you know, in the
Threw
beginning,
that
from the
lady under
stairs,
the
from the,
bus,
when we go to
and
top
then
of the
they
hill,
like
everything is
repainted
coming
it to
right.
make it not
You know
as
what I mean? It's the
crude,
puzzle
but
is
then it was like
becoming like a little
restored.
bit finished.
I think
Okay,
that's the
so
story of it.
you have you have all the sofa, which is from Janssen, which is absolutely unique, you know, because you don't have any more this kind of, you know, this is very 80s, and with the original tissue, which is the
Listen, anybody
silk,
comes
velour, velvet
for
silk, which is
the
absolutely
playback watch, let me know how my
incroyable.
sound
You
is.
cannot
Again,
find nobody.
I
If
don't have a
somebody finds,
microphone anymore,
okay,
so I
they
have to
ask you,
use
okay, d'accord, but I
all
don't
the
listen.
audio on the laptop.
And
I,
so,
I haven't
and the
live
mix and
streamed
match,
in
it's
3 years.
always about,
I'm relearning
you
everything
know
because
that, you
trust
know,
me,
I
you do
hate
forget. So
table,
yeah, just let
coffee
me know about
table. Oh
sound
my
levels
God,
and all
so
that, and
boring, you
I
know.
will
So
figure it out for the
we
next
have
time.
a coffre, you know.
Appreciate
It's
you.
like, you know, always, you know, this woman which always traveling, which always, you know, with Ava Gardner, you know, La Princesse au pieds nus, you know, the princess with the, you know, this is me, you know. She's always, I mean, she looks like this comme ça, but I can be there, but 1 second I'm not here anymore. Again, so everything.
I don't know what she's talking about, but I do agree she is a princess. I don't understand how we've gone from, the princess, and 1 second I'm here and now I'm not. What? What? Ma'am! You are too intelligent for my brain.
It's
That's all
all
I've got to
about
say.
the story of this woman. And I told you I'm always animated on my furniture. That's
You
why I
are
can,
very animated.
So this is everything is me.
Yes, you are.
And this is not, it's not a table, it's a coffre. So there is a lot of secret in it. I will not tell you what there is in it, okay? And
It's a joke. Are you trying to tell us that you have some white powder parties? Powdered sugar parties? Is that what's under? That's what's underneath the list, ma'am. Just mounds and mounds of the whites. Listen, I don't know what the French do. I don't know. No judgment. But when you're rich, oh my God. Okay, I think that's a disco ball. Maybe. Was that a disco ball in her fireplace? I might be obsessed if that is.
and
Okay.
of course I love to mix, of course, and the material, it's wood, it's artisanal, it's always the same mix and match, which is matching with up, this is Christophe,
There's nothing there.
you can beautiful.
She got me. She got me. I am obsessed with her. I am obsessed with her. It really was nothing. It's just there. Tray lid just on your coffee table. Why not? Why not?
Things, in this time, we put, all the food on the cloche. La cloche, en fait, in
That
French,
is smart though. Say you want
when
to
you
have like
say a cloche,
gathering
ça veut
in,
dire
your
you're a
living
nerd.
area and you have
But I
food
mean, the
and you want to
cloche
keep it
is
warm
very,
because you're
it's
not ready
like
to eat
very
it. Put it
downtown
under the
Abbey, okay?
lid. Yeah.
And you have all,
I
I
like
mean,
her way of
there's a
thinking.
lot of secret there, and everything, it has to be exactly on the same place if you change it. You have Loulou de la Falaise, which is my muse, Loulou de la Falaise, which I know her long time ago. Unfortunately, she's not with us anymore. This is Loulou de la Falaise, and this is a little bit me too, because she's always away with her cigarette, and she was very glamour and very decadent, as you know, because she worked with Monsieur Saint Laurent. She was, I mean, her muse too. And this is a little bit me, a little bit me. And this is guest of Marella Rossi, La Galerie, Jean-Marie Rossi. It was a guest of her father, and I put it there because it's
So
like
many
because she did
knick-knacks that you
beautiful
don't see
journey,
from
of
that
course, for
angle.
Monsieur Saint Laurent. Everything has a
Clearly,
sense.
there's
I
a
mean,
thought to everything that she's
and
placed
there
there.
you have a Roche with the,
And she didn't
everything.
get it from Home
It's not a
Sense.
book. I mean,
That's
there
the
is no
important
book,
part.
there
None
is
of
no
this is
cloche,
from
there
Home
is
Sense
no
or
table,
Target.
there is no, everything is a story. Voilà.
It's
What
actual
can I tell you?
antiques.
And then, of course,
I
là,
could
you have
never.
beautiful, Murano ashtray. Of it, you have ashtray. Oh my God, so boring to say ashtray. It's a flower, okay? You can put it like.
It's so boring to say ashtray. Who wants to say that? Christina, I love her so much.
Like a brush, no? Okay?
Not only
And
do
you
I want
have
her home,
that,
I want to be
which
her.
is Carpet Society. Okay, sweetheart. Carpet Society. It's the book of Codimat, okay, which is Codimat, as I told you, about all the carpet, the most beautiful project with Codimat in the world. And you have the biggest project about the flooring, because it's not only carpet, it's the flooring, how you
Look
do
at
the
that
flooring. It's
carpet.
like a painting on the floor. Oh, ça, voilà, ça. The Carpet Society with Maria Mahdavi. And I put,
I hear an
with the
animal.
biggest project,
Is that a
and I
dog
mix
barking?
and match. It
Show the
was the
dog.
first time who
Show the
somebody did that,
dogs.
and I mix with all everything, with the silk
Hold on. Let's look. Let's look. I think I can move this down.
Persian, very
Oh,
very
oh,
old.
stop. I want to see. I want to see. Look it up. There we go. That's so pretty. Very French. And it's not like, again, not my style, but something that I would have never thought about. That's why I love watching these type of videos because they encourage me to think outside of my supposed taste. Because what I'm realizing as I get older is that I really don't know my taste. I keep going towards what I think I like in terms of actually like feeling and sensing and sitting with, these decisions, like that type of fabric, that type of is that something that I really like, or is that something that I was told to like? And now I'm learning to come into my own and, think about, oh yeah, this is the style like that, I gravitate towards. I really enjoy this. Like I love Victorian homes. I love them so much. And then in terms of interior design, I feel very much stuck in a box. So when I watch a person like this, yes, they're rich, they have the money that they can design in this way, they have these antiques. That is what I aspire for. That's what I aspire to be like, but I mean, definitely don't have the money for it. But just the way that they can mix patterns, mix paints, like colors. I would have never thought of that because I don't know if it's like my OCD or what, that it has to be like, oh, it has to be like this, it has to be like that, instead of just, blending things together, just mix and match. It's okay. So I don't know. I get a lot of inspiration from stuff like this, and it helps me to like pull myself out of my comfort zone, pull myself out of, I lost my train of thought. You know what I'm talking about. That's the thing about me. I start like going and I'm like boo 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 boo, and then I run out of steam and the thought just disappears. It goes out of my brain like whoop, and then I just stop, like I short circuit it. Okay, let's continue with my diva queen.
Museum carpet with the the things I did it in New York with the with the leopard of Madeleine Castin, and all the flooring, it's like exactly where exactly what exactly I'm wearing, mix and match of everything, and so it
Mix and
was the
match.
first time. That's why
Would have never
that's
thought of.
why for this performance, that's why I'm in the book of the Carpet Society. Thank you to
Listen, diva queen. She's a matriarch of the Carpet Society. I now aspire to be part of the Carpet Society. That could be taken many ways. I'm just gonna put that. But this, we're talking about real carpet. We're talking about real carpet. Look at that leopard print, or is it jaguar print? I recently learned the difference between leopard, jaguar, and cheetah print. If you like tried to test me right now, I would fail miserably. But I see the difference, but I could not tell you what those differences are. I don't know, but I know there are differences.
thank you to Kodimat, because it's forever.
There is
I
a
will
dog
never
barking,
die.
and I want to
This is my
see that dog.
collaboration with
I
Leonard,
want to see that dog.
it's
Oh,
a
let
haute
me bring
couture,
these down.
but I did the furniture. This is, and I work
Shout out to
about
Pulpy syntax. I learned through
at
Pulpy
the end of
during one of his
all
live
the
streams
fabrics of
that you can
of
move the closed
Leonard,
captions around the
which
screen.
doesn't exist anymore. This is the disco one, because I wanted
Ooh,
around here
it's
where
gaudy. It is
the
gaudy.
thematic, it's a
But
little bit
hey, if that's what she
Studio
likes, that's what
54,
she. What
Studio
is that?
54.
What is that? Look at that table has something swinging underneath it. Look at that. Look at that. So easily amused. I also love houses like this because look, it's Bambi. What's doing there? What's Bambi doing there? Is that an apple? Oh my god, and my ADHD is kicking in right now. Like, what's that? What's that? Look at that. I'm sorry, I'm being so annoying right now. Sorry. But I need her to discuss this. I think that, like, oh man, that's like a pendulum. Is that a mermaid pendulum? I might scream. Whatever that is so cool. Oh my gosh, she's talking about Studio. Hold on. We need to rewind. She's talking about Studio 54, which is like the best theater on Broadway. Okay.
Which doesn't exist anymore. This is the disco one, because I wanted around here where the thematic, it's a little bit Studio 54, Studio 54, very, because I'm very disco, I'm very you understand, I'm very decadent, I'm very party animal. I mean, everywhere is something's going wrong or right. Okay, so you have this, and when would you take off, it's a table, so I mean, table back, I mean, something,
Very Studio.
you can put a cup of
She would
champagne,
love what the
but
theater looks like right now.
which is,
Let me
it's
tell you.
calling, I mean, the name of my design is Love Boat. So I'm working about, the film, the picture of Love Boat.
Talk about the
Na, na,
pendulum
and I'm
table.
working about the
Show me
music.
the dog
And
and
so
talk about
she's
the
coming
pendulum
on the boat,
table now.
and she's, she's aimantée. So she's gonna find, with her hair very, 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 very glamour and very, very haute couture, and she wants to find his lover. So it's love,
Lama, Lama,
it's
pose,
aimant. You know what
pose.
it means? It's tac, comme ça. And this is the cage. This is me. This is the naughty,
is.
naughty girl, Maria Mahdavi. She's going outside of her home, the Cage Dorée. She's going to the Studio 54. She's doing very naughty things, and then she's coming back, plouf, and she's coming back to her home,
What?
and she's still dancing. Regardez ça, and regardez ça. Voilà. Okay, so
I am so delighted by that. She's going out dancing to Studio 54. She's a naughty girl, and then she comes back. So it's like it's a figure on like a type of swing, like a pendulum swing. Oh my God, that's so cool. And it attaches to the table underneath. I want one. I didn't know such a thing existed, and now I want one. Oh, that would be my new hyperfixation. Okay, while we're stopped, while we're paused, let's look around. I do think that's it. She is Studio 54. Now that she said that she loves Studio 54, it would make sense why the disco ball is in the fireplace. And I am obsessed with that. I love that. Also, owl there. She clearly loves owls. This is very unique. I hope she talks about that. You got little tchotchkes here. Ooh, it is. She is like rock, Aristocat. It's like Art Deco type of vibe, like very much Parisian 20s, 30s. I would say more so 30s, early 30s. This fireplace. Oh, I'm
nothing new.
obsessed. How much more time is
I
left?
told
Okay, a
you
little
it's
bit.
an open space, but
I'm
there
so
is
glad I watched this
so
video.
many stories in
I
this open space,
I have home envy right
and
now.
beaucoup de travail
I'm
and
so
very
envious.
lot of work, darling, because you can imagine.
Darling. I
Okay,
want to start
I
calling
tell
everybody
you, the
darling
way
now.
everything is fun.
I feel
No,
like you
because
can't
I
start
work
doing that
like
until you're at least 50, though.
like a Leo,
Darling.
which I am. Okay, so coming with me,
Not
I
there
will
yet.
show you.
Not there
Okay,
yet.
we talk about the sofa. I told you about the Janssen. And now I show you, the graphics of this tapestry,
Like,
tapestry.
Easter,
I
Easter,
told you,
Easter. Hello,
Lursa
my
always. It's always
darling.
birds. As I told
The
you, it's always
non-colored
about the
view from
nature always.
Lyle.
And Lursa, it's of course, it's very
Oh my
famous. I
God,
love it.
stop, stop.
So,
But she makes
and
it
the
work.
dimension,
She makes it
oversize,
work with
is
all of
very
that
important.
gold
That's
and the
why, I
hues.
bought it
I'm
because it
obsessed
was
with it.
perfectly goes with the sofa
How
Janssen.
is your Easter
Because
going,
it's, of course,
Patrick?
oversized.
So good to
Now
see
I
you.
tell you the man of this place, the man,
Darling.
the master, the Al
Yes,
Capone,
you could get away with saying
everything
that.
what, I mean, not the Al Capone. Oh my God, sorry, grandpa. Okay, so I present you,
She's falling
introduce
for
you
it.
my grandfather, which is Ahmadin Shah Qajar. There is one in Louvre, and there is one in this showroom. Hello, Dad. How
I
are you?
do. I do know
You are
exactly
happy?
what you mean with the
Mwah.
color. Because
I
now
mean,
that you say it, it's like,
the energy in the
it's
soul.
in my
I
brain
mean,
now.
for
She's a
me,
lot
it's
of
the
great all
sex
over this
appeal of the
apartment.
place. I mean, I do my project, a home. It's like it's a come on, it's a
See
mirror
that
of
I'm
yourself.
obsessed with that lamp right there.
So if you're nul, if you're bleh, bah, it's gonna be voilà, c'est tout. And if you're very, very special, I mean,
She just described me perfectly. If you're the next time somebody asks me, how would you describe yourself? I smell onions.
I want my home.
Look at me,
Like
just
it has
amusing
to
myself.
be sex appeal, sexy,
Sexy,
sexy.
sexy,
Everything is
sexy.
like,
I'm a sexy
all the
mouse.
painting is like a powder.
I
You
don't
know
know if
what
you
I mean?
picked
I
up
mean,
that she's
you
obsessed with
feel it.
Studio
I mean,
54 Patrick,
all
but
your
she
guests
has a
and all
swinging
your
pendulum.
collaboration, everything.
That table,
They think,
that
I
little
mean,
table in
it's
her living area
sexual.
is so cool.
I'm
I think
sorry,
you would
but I
like
mean,
that.
it's very important. It's not easy. I mean, to be, a designer, interior designer. I mean, because
You're
now
telling me it's
this
not
name
easy.
is like
This is
something
why
what
I suck at
everybody's
it.
interior
This is why my
designer.
rooms are like.
Everybody's doing journey. Everybody's doing ceramic. Everybody, but no, it's not.
I thought
It's
I
not
was
that.
doing
I mean,
something with this
of
paint. I
course you
wanted
can go
something
to
like
the
a
school,
warmer
but
tone
it's not a
white
school. You
instead of like
have
the
it on
gray that
you
was like very
because I'm
cold.
a very,
I thought it would brighten things
all
up.
the colors,
I mean,
I do,
kind
it's
of.
very poudré, c'est toujours,
I
I
haven't done
always say
anything
to my
else.
painting, I want, imagine, because I want, imagine you're gonna, I mean, I do like this with my,
You could go to
brush,
Studio
okay?
54 anytime you want, Patrick.
Perfect.
You would actually,
Feel it,
I'm
feel
not
it,
even kidding, and I'll
it's
say this
not
to
on a
anybody.
painting, no. I want,
The
okay?
show
I
there
want
right
to do the
now
rose.
is the most
I want to
Studio
do like this.
54 show to ever be a Studio
Feel
54.
it.
Like, it will make you
That's
feel like you are there during the
everything is
disco days.
energy.
It's
I mean,
insane
if
what
you
they have
don't
done
have
with
the
that
energy,
space.
you can't.
The design is so crazy cool.
This
It's
is the
like
human, because the project. I mean, a home,
college community
human
theater
living. I mean,
dialed
the
up to
human.
1 million.
You have to live
But
here.
it's like, it's
And
so
you have to
professional.
have the good energy.
Choose
The
any
person that
color.
are coming
Yes,
to you,
I've
they have
mentioned her
to
like
be
2 times.
welcoming.
That's the third
I mean,
time
so
now.
of course the
I
energy.
love
First, of
Caroline.
course, energy. Thank you for coming. It was so lovely
Thank
to
you, my
having you.
queen.
I hope very, very soon. Love you, Maria. Mwah.
Mwah. I am obsessed with her. Wait a minute. What's her name? We have to know her name. Please tell me they just say her name here because I can't understand. Maryam Mahdavi. Maryam Mahdavi, you are an icon, legend. You are the moment. You are now my new inspiration in life. I am so obsessed with her. Oh man. What is there now at Studio 54? It's the Rocky Horror Show. It's the Rocky Horror Show. I don't think I would look. I'll give you a sneak peek via my phone. Don't know if you can see that. There's a little sneak peek of what it looks like inside. You would love it, Patrick. It's pretty damn cool. All right. Let's see what else is on my mind. Yes, that's right. I don't think anything else could compare. Actually, it is Sunday. Doesn't Caroline upload on Sundays, or did I miss? Ah, no, maybe not yet. I think she does later. Back to home, worthy I go. I have not watched most of these videos. I'm so curious. Actually, I do want to see. There was, yeah, the apartment one. I want to see this. There's an apartment one that I want to watch because that always gives me inspiration in case I ever end up in an apartment again. Then I'll do things the right way. Wait, what is the tunnel? Explain. Wait, like as in the Lincoln Tunnel, or is that a club? Hmm. I don't know if I've ever heard of the tunnel. All right. So this one, I am digging her vibe already. This is an eclectic 800. Oh, let me go to there you go. An eclectic 850 square foot apartment with DIY design and thrifted finds. That's my speed right there. Because again, not creative on that end either. The tunnel was a club? What? Why did I not know that? That was the place that they hung out at? And I've seen footage of the club kids, like when they were at the club, but I had no idea what the name was. Now I know. Oh, wait, Patrick, were you a club kid and do you have photos? Can you please let that be your next moth story? By the way, I do have a snack. I should try it. So I went on a family outing yesterday and I picked up some popcorn. This is cheddar pretzel ale. I'm very curious. The tunnel and limelight? Oh, and you would have been too young for like any of the discos, right? Like my other theater, that's where Xenon was. Ooh, all right, we're doing a little taste test. Cheddar pretzel ale. It definitely tastes like cheddar pretzel ale. Mmm. Oh, this is good. Everybody was raving about this flavor too. Okay, so there was Xenon. The Bridge and Tunnel. Gotta love those Bridge and Tunnel people. They're always fun at a Broadway show, let me tell you. 1989, you are a baby. You are a baby. Do you ever find that you ever forget your age and you're just like, oh, I'm not the age I actually am. I'm like, I'm 40. I'm 35. Sometimes I do have to count how old I am. I forget. Oh, and I want to see what is her name. Let's finish this.
Hey, Homeworthy.
By the
I'm
way,
Imani. This is my
if you
850 square
missed,
foot DC apartment. Come on in.
hold on. You gotta stop it. Ah, it's going. You're probably gonna hear it. So I don't have microphones anymore. Everything's off my desktop, and now my laptop is making a lot of noise. Ugh, I feel so much older than my age. I'm hurting. Like, I dropped my sunglasses yesterday, and they ended up like near a wall under a table, like right against the wall. I couldn't even get down on the floor. That was the only way to reach them. I had to get down on the floor, and I was like, I can't. My knees hurt so much. I don't want to be in my 40s and consider the fact that maybe I need a knee replacement already. I don't want to consider that. But I danced for such a long time. I really messed up. My knees and my lower back completely messed up. Okay. That's what I figured. Thank you. Because it's, yeah, I'm trying to figure out, like, if this laptop is the issue, which it might be, because when I did the live streaming for wrestling, I always had issues no matter what. Now, let's see if this works. This is pretty. My goodness, those. Oh,
Today, we're in the nation's capital touring the vibrant 850 square foot apartment of content creator Imani Keel. What started as a blank canvas rental is now a bold,
see,
character
this
rich
is.
home, thanks
I
to
want that
Imani's
kind of
eye for
creativity.
design, love of DIY, and passion for a great thrifted find.
This
The
right
bookshelves
here
are amazing.
is one of my favorite projects that I've ever done.
This might,
I bought this
lag
chair at an
because of
estate
my
sale for like
computer.
$50. It looked like trash. It was ugly. And then I found this fabric and I was
All
like, I found this
right.
fabric. I took the workshop and I was like, I can reupholster a chair. For some reason, I believe that it was successful. The chair looks
Let me
incredible.
try.
I love the pattern. I love the pink piping.
From
It
pieces
might, just
collected on
might
her
be my
travels to
computer,
clever hands-on
and that's okay.
transformations, every corner of this
Maybe one
Washington,
day I'll
D.C.
afford a better
apartment feels
computer.
intentional and distinctly her own.
I always think that you should have art on the walls that reflects who you are and the things that you care about. And the things that I care about are my friends
Get a
because they are
frame
my family.
rates. You
And
scrub
all
the
of
frame
these
rates and
photos
see if
are
that helps any.
pictures that we took during a trip to Paris for Christmas. And I got them like printed out in black and white and I framed them up. These frames are from IKEA, very inexpensive DIY. And you can like, you know, make something beautiful without spending a ton of money.
To watch Imani's full episode ad-free, scan the QR code on screen
Mine is
or
great
visit
taste. Oh,
homeworthyplus.com. You're watching
I
Homeworthy, where we believe every home has a story.
Hi, I'm Imani Keel. I'm a content creator and
love the
interior decorator.
wallpaper.
This
It's
is
so
my
cool. That is
850
an
square foot
accent
apartment
wall right
in
there.
Washington,
And
D.C.
again, I love.
When I moved into this apartment, it was very
Really?
bland. All of the walls were like a grayish white. The hardwood floors were here, but it really just wasn't anything. I think the biggest change you'll see is in the kitchen. They had these like, you know, very cheap cabinets. They didn't go all the way to the ceiling. They just kind of didn't make use of the space. It had a white refrigerator. I didn't like any of it. But I love that it had hardwood floors. I love that it had south-facing light, and it had two bedrooms, and the bedrooms were big. And I don't know. It was like
I look like I'm
it was the
shopping too,
apartment where
probably.
I felt like it had good bones and things that I could use
Look
my
at
talents to like make it look the way I wanted it to look. I don't necessarily need an apartment to be
Wow.
beautiful on its own because like I can give it that. I can make anything look
I
good.
would have never picked
And
that
this
color for
apartment just
kitchen
has really good
cabinets, but
bones.
oh, it's
This is a great
gorgeous.
place.
I want this bookshelves. Oh man.
Okay, so this is my living room. It's fabulous. But the first thing I noticed when I moved in was that there was no hallway or entryway closet. So I had to figure out immediately where am I going to put my coat, my shoes, all that kind of stuff. So I had this IKEA stall cabinet in my old apartment. It was also in the entryway, and I moved it over to this apartment and put it in this entryway, and it works great. It can hold a ton of shoes, but I did a little DIY of it, adding door fronts and some new knobs because I thought it would look cute, and it does. I also painted it. This is Fervent Brass by Sherwin-Williams, and then I mixed in
That's
another
an
paint
interesting
color that I can't
color,
remember the
and
name
yet it
of, but
works with
this
black
is one
and
that had a
white
little extra pop.
wallpaper.
I also
Very, very
decided
well,
to
like
install
pops of color.
$3,000 worth of wallpaper in my rental apartment because look how pretty it is. This is the pattern's called Fulawa by Uzo Art in collaboration with Auto Studio out of Canada. It's perfect. It's beautiful. Installing this much wallpaper was not easy, but it looks amazing and I absolutely
That's
love
my
it.
fear
So I
is
had to finish
doing.
out this
I
whole
would like
area
wallpaper,
with
but
another IKEA lamp. I love this donut lamp. Some
couldn't
people
do
keep it
it.
flat on the table, but I put it on the wall because it was cute. And
That was what
then
I thought. I considered an IKEA
I have an
shoe
umbrella stand.
cabinet
I only have
from
one
my
umbrella
apartment
because I lose them.
bedroom,
But
but yeah, it
I
just
think
didn't
this
seem
umbrella
like it
stand
would
is so
work with
cute.
the
This was
way
actually
people
like
can
my
turn them
grandma's
into
or my
other
grandpa's or
things.
something, and I took it from the house that I
Inspires
grew
me,
up
but
in,
I
and
just couldn't do it
it's been
myself.
with me for years, and I absolutely love it. I wanted to make sure that I had some sort of hallway situation here and block off the living room from the hallway space. I think that's really important, especially if
I
you're,
love those chairs,
you know,
like the color of the
like
wood.
me and you have a lot of stuff.
Oh,
So I put these two chairs here
it's fluffy.
to sort of give like a
Apologies.
back to the room. I didn't at first I was going to put two sofas in here, but then I realized I didn't have that much space. So I found these two chairs. It's actually a part of a set of six. The other
No
four are in
way.
the
Is
kitchen,
that the same one that
and
you
I love
painted
these chairs. These
her living room
heavy
pink? I
brutalist
want to see her space.
dining chairs. I
Please
love
send
them.
me
They're
like
very
photos.
comfortable,
I
and they
want to
give
see
such a
like how
strong like
everything comes
anchor to the
together.
space over here, and I really enjoy that. And I think they look good in connection with everything. So coming around this way, we have my entertainment unit system large DIY that I did. It's fab. This is all like red oak plywood that I made, and I made it myself. I used a stain. Cannot remember the name of the Minwax stain that I used, but it was great and it looks really pretty. I of course have to put all of my, these aren't even all of my books. These are like half
One
of the
thing I
books that I
hear
have.
about
Some of the books are
DIY is
just
that it
in the
doesn't
cabinets
involve
down there.
math because
But
of measuring.
I studied
I just
ceramics
didn't
at
learn
Howard
about that.
University, and
I'm not good.
my professor Reginald Porter made
Lime
this, and I
cream.
bought this from him when I graduated. I love that.
Ooh.
I like
Smells like
plants.
she has
I like
created an
books. I
oasis
like
for her. I'm
games.
so
I like having
curious.
something for people to do when they come over. So I keep a little like cute backgammon here. I keep a puzzle on my coffee table because I'm always about ready to bring out a puzzle. My puzzle board is underneath the sofa because that's how you have
Hey,
to do it when
a
you're in a small
puzzle
space.
is a better thing to put on your coffee
I'm
table
really big
instead
on
of
like
like those typical
styling
books that
up
everybody
here.
buys for coffee
Some people
table
say I need
books.
a bigger TV, but I'm not doing that.
You know
So
the ones.
I keep all my
Everybody
books
has
out.
them.
Some of these are like
Did they
my
actually
friend
ever
Paula
rummage through them?
Bodega
I
Bakes. She
highly
wrote a
doubt it.
cookbook, so
It's
I have
just
her
different
cookbook, even
aesthetic.
though
So
I don't
the
cook and
fact
I
that
can't
she
bake,
likes puzzles
but
and
I support
puts
the
a
girls.
puzzle
So I have that.
to her
I
coffee
have
table
Michelle Obama's new
like
book
that.
called The Look, and she do be serving looks. Shout out to Michelle Obama. And then I just put this lamp on top. This is my grandma's lamp. I have another one of them. It's just in my office, and these were in her bedroom the entirety of my childhood. And when I moved into this apartment, I was like, oh, no one's using these, and they don't fit anyone else's style but
Okay,
mine. So you're coming with me, girl.
come with me. This is let me get it like time, but I do want to say I hate the lamp in my bedroom, and my goal is to find a nicer lamp. One day I'll go to the store. I want to get a better bookshelf for my bedroom, but it has to be like on the small end. I want it to be more level with the nightstand on the other side. That I actually took off all the paint, stripped it, and then I stained it to be more original. I was very proud of myself. Are there imperfections? Yes. So anyway, I don't know why. I just have a strange obsession with lamps. Every time I look at a space, I have to look at the lamps and be like, "Oh, is that like that? Like our mom, that green lamp? I want something like that. That looks pretty cool. That is like it's like perfect. Like it's so simple. You have the flower design on the base. Oh, again, for me, I think I need to be more trusting. Again, as OCD is perfectionist to me, but I feel like I need to find like the most perfect right item, and that's just never gonna work. And it's why I
Coming over
struggle
here,
with
I
like
feel like
purchasing
again,
certain items.
more books, tons of books. I love books. Some
So
of
many
these are
times,
books that
like with
I buy
clothes
brand
too, I'm
new,
like I
and some of
need this
these are
specific
books that I
piece of
pick up at the
clothing.
thrift
This is
store.
what I
Like
want. This is what
I
I need. And
think
of course, they
sometimes
might
you go to the thrift
because
store
you
and
know
you can
fashion
find books of
styles
like old
keep
historic
changing,
homes,
and
and
it's
I
been
love that
out
kind
of
of
fashion
stuff.
for
So I buy
many
those.
decades, and then it's not
Um,
coming back.
I'm also really big into like
I
design
can't find
books.
it
I have like
online because it's not my
a
size.
ridiculous amount of them, but I think they're good for like styling. But then also, if I need inspiration for something or I want to see what homes look like across the world, books are some of the best ways to
I'm
do it.
intrigued.
You know, even though I do create content online, I still like photography. I still like photography books,
Okay.
so I buy the
Well, look
books.
now, Patrick. Stop. Stop. Yeah, we're definitely lagging. No. Also, I love the cat. I think the cat really brings everything together. That's so cool. Oh my god. And then, whoa, that is so cool. Whoa. Is every room gonna have a different theme, or is it like something that she like hopes will find a way to like blend into each other? Honestly, when you look at the outside to have something that's just like so warm and fun on the inside, it just makes sense. But that man, I love it. I love it. That's so cool. That's so cool. See, I want my own space. I love that. Why not? Instead of beige, the stupid beige bland trends, do color. I love that. I mean, envious. Happy for her. So maybe one day. I just gotta be hopeful, right? I gotta be positive. Maybe that'll be one day.
I'm a big
Oh, she's got
theater
light bills.
person.
What
Love to play
light bills? I
Bill.
don't forget. Oh, Hamilton.
Last year I saw Othello. That Denzel. You know what
So,
I'm talking about?
hello.
Jake Gyllenhaal's cute too, but he ain't no Denzel. That's all I gotta say. And I think the greatest thing I saw was I got to see Leslie Odom Jr. reprise his role as Aaron Burr in Hamilton, and it was like
Hamilton.
best
So
almost
off
$600
Broadway
I've ever spent. Like,
and on Broadway.
oh god,
Like,
it was
Tracy
amazing.
Skyler.
Also, Autumn Brown. I
Gypsy.
feel like last year was
It's the
2025 was the
Gypsy
year of like
Authors
me seeing the
Gypsy.
greats, and I saw them, and I love that because you know live theater is important. We should invest in live
If
theater.
I
We
could
should
give her any
always be going to
recommendation,
see
go
a
seek out
performance,
the Jungle
and
Ball. It
that's
is
always
so
what I'm gonna
life
do.
giving. Love it
I
so
say
much.
that this art piece here is the best purchase that I made all of
At
2025,
Hazard
and
Day,
I'm
I
gonna
feel like
stand
that
by
it's just more and
that.
more common with
This
houses.
is an
I didn't
oil
notice that with
painting
our
from
house.
an unknown artist.
That
I
the
got it from a
kitchen
store
flooring
called
was
Miss
very
Pixies,
secretive.
which
You could tell, like,
unfortunately
I
closed
don't know if
down,
they're
but
just
she's
lazy or
still
give up on
selling
building
art
a
on her
house. And
Instagram. So shout out to
this was
Miss
one of the
Pixies.
first homes in the neighborhood to be
And
built. So
I
it's
went
like,
in there. I saw it in the store. It
even
was
old
like
homes. Sorry, talking and
$600,
eating.
and
Oh,
I was
maybe happy
like,
ending.
I can't
If
spend
you
six
come
hundred
out
dollars
there
on a
and
piece
it's
of
still
art.
in
I
it,
can't spend six hundred
please go
dollars on a
see
piece of
it. He's
art.
so good.
So then I just took a picture of it and I
That
texted
show
it
made me cry so
to
much.
my loyal group of
I
sycophants,
strangely
and I was
want to
like,
see The Lost Boys. I
guys,
can't lie. So curious.
should I buy this? And everybody was like, yes, buy it now, buy it now. But I made sure that I sent that text after Miss Pixies had already closed, so that I wouldn't be like, feeling the hustle and bustle to go buy it again.
She's
Um,
a Lady Gaga book. I
but then
see it.
literally
I
the
see
next
it.
day, I jumped out of bed in my nightgown and I went to Miss Pixies as soon as they opened and I bought it. And they literally wrapped it up in a trash bag because it couldn't fit in anything else. I put it in the back of an Uber.
My computer
I
is
brought it
so
home and I
loud.
hung
I
it
wish
up
I could mute it, but
immediately.
unfortunately
It is
not because I
my
don't have a
favorite
microphone.
thing in the entire world. I
I'm
love it so much.
sorry.
That's my girl. If
You
a
don't
fire
feel
breaks
really
out,
hot,
I'm grabbing the
thankfully.
dog, I'm
That
grabbing
fan
her,
is going.
and maybe like my
It's working.
laptop, and
It's like,
we're
what are
getting
you
up out of
waiting
here.
for?
This right here is one of my favorite projects that I've ever done. I bought this
Oh,
chair at an estate sale for
because
like $50. It looked like trash. It was ugly. And then I found this
oh, she made
fabric and I was
that.
like, I can reupholster a chair. For some reason, I believe that it was successful. The chair looks incredible. I love the pattern. I love the pink piping. It's
Okay, I don't know what she said, but my guess would have been leopard. I don't know if you were here for that, Patrick. I learned the difference between leopard, jaguar, and cheetah print, but I could not tell you which if you tested me. If looking at this right now, I don't know. I'll be guess leopard. I don't know if I heard her say.
it's beautiful. And I don't know. I just love making stuff. I love doing
People
stuff.
like
So I love the
her
job.
make
I love
upholstery
this coffee
look
table on
easy.
my heart. I ended up getting it for free because
No worries.
I
Thank
tried
you
to
for
pay the
being here,
woman
Patrick.
3 different times,
Appreciate it. Happy Easter.
and
Sorry that
she
like
has
this is
not
a hot
accepted
mess,
to
but
pay it.
it goes with the territory.
And I was like, okay, well, you don't want my $50? I'll keep my $50. But it's a really, really beautiful, heavy table. I love this table so much. And then I always think that you should have art on the walls that reflects who you are and the things that you care about. And the things that I care about are my friends because they are my family. And all of these photos are pictures that we took during a trip to Paris for Christmas. And I got them like printed out in black and white and I framed them up. These frames are from IKEA, very inexpensive
Yeah.
DIY. And you can like, make something beautiful without spending a ton of money. Like these frames they come with mats on the
So cute.
inside, and printing out all of the pictures I think cost like $10 at CVS, and it's beautiful. In terms of like lighting, it's a very small
I've
room, but I
learned
still have a
when
lot
to
of
find
lights,
some
like
fun
one, two, three, four,
photo frames.
5,
Go
6 lights in one
to
room. This ceiling
different
light I
stores.
found while I was in
Also, somebody
Copenhagen.
said that if you're
I
into
met a man at a
painting,
vintage store,
instead
and
of
he was
buying
like, "Do you
canvases,
want to come to
just
my
go
warehouse?"
to the thrift
And I said
store,
yes. So I
buy
invited him to a
paintings there, and
warehouse,
just paint over the canvas.
and
That's
I
the tip I
spent like
learned.
4 hours in there. I bought 4 ceiling pendants and a lamp for like $600, and that includes shipping it from
All
Copenhagen.
right.
And then I spent another couple $100 having them retrofitted so that they can go into like a US
This
junction
is so
box.
cool.
And that's money I have.
Okay. This is definitely doing a lot from my computer. I'm going to finish watching that later. Since Patrick had to peace out, I can only imagine what the audio is like. So I'm going to peace out as well. Thank you for anyone that stopped by, watched, even if it was for 2.5 seconds. This really was a test because, again, I haven't live streamed in 3 years. Have to relearn everything. And now I know doing desktop audio is bad, but also internet bad. So yeah, that's still more to learn. So this was really a test because I'm not working today. And we don't do anything for Easter. We did that yesterday. Hung out with the family yesterday, which was nice. Um, yeah, thanks for being here. We'll try again some other time. Hopefully I figure things out by then, but definitely check out Homeworthy if you're into like the interior design like me. Also, Caroline Winkler, her YouTube channel, obsessed with her. Like she gives so many tips and so many realistic tips. So check out Homeworthy. Check out Caroline Winkler, Winkler, Winkler on YouTube. I'll see you